Beloved ones, in these important times, I must urge you to remember that your life flows forth from me. You live from the Spirit outward. Your heart is the entry point for every increment of energy that then becomes your life and everything that you see in it. Therefore, I ask you to return daily and even hourly to that feeling place of perfect faith where you feel the astounding power of this love, where you recognize that I am your daily bread, that I am your food. First is the spiritual, and then it becomes physical. It becomes the symbols of the world. As your heart opens and your vibration soars, you will find your life coming more into accord with that which your heart knows as the truth. But dearest ones, don't stop there, and don't be fooled into looking outside of yourself for that which brings you what you need. Remember that it comes as love. It comes from me. The more that you feel and believe this, the more will manifest as a world of beauty, as heaven on earth. As you see your life change and you feel love urging you to take this action, or that one, please go ahead, act on the urging of the Spirit of love. Listen when you hear my guidance, but always be sure to stop for a moment and to be aware from whence your blessings come. Connect to the vibration of love. Reestablish the continuity, the flow, until every atom of your being remembers that I am the source and I am love, and you are this very energy. You are my heart. You are my light. And this communion is the spiritual soil from which every symbol springs, every experience of your life. Especially when you feel powerfully guided to take action, to serve, to embrace a certain path, to imbibe a certain food that speaks to you of vibrant health. Remember that it comes from this communion and is made manifest always through your heart. The human perspective has always been to look outside of yourself, and to believe that nourishment comes as food and abundance comes as money. But in the truth of the heart, it is clear that the source is the moment of creation. It is the energy of life. It is the power of living love that is then made manifest to reflect to you the space in which you live, the level of our communion, the blessings of your deep connection to the endless life I am. Beloved ones, we are making a shift in this world that means everything. It is the shift to love. It is the awareness of God. It is the truth of the unity of one life breathing you and living in exuberance here and now. It is from this place that the new world springs into being, the world that your heart is creating, the vision that has been before you for the whole of your life. It is the conviction within that peace can reign, that equality and abundance is for everyone, and that love is the only truth. It is now time for those things to be actualized, to be made manifest, to be lived and rejoiced in. But the only way this can be done is if each of you, beloved ones, deeply remembers the source. You must remember the flow, that all life is sourced through the heart from the glorious explosion of God I am awakening as love. You are an integral part of this by reestablishing your true faith in the source of your life, in the feeling level of the heart in our communion, and then holding this as your truth until it is clear that the life that you live in the world is a result of your heart's attunement. Look to me as your bread, your water, as the food by which you truly live in the abundance which supports you, even if at first it feels and seems impossible, and flies in the face of everything you have experienced through the mind as your human expression. As you listen, as you pause, as you make the choice to remember to attune to the source of life, to remember first and foremost that it is this place of communion, this trust in our love, this connection to the circle of life, of love, of giving that then becomes your world in this moment that you take to remember. Before reaching for the food on your plate, before using that money for a purchase, before making your choices of what needs to be part of your life. When you hold this vibration of trust in me, when you look upward for your spiritual sustenance, it brings you into the vibration of the new world, the world that is truly heaven, the world that is love made manifest. In every area, this is the truth. Every area, in areas you have never even paused to consider. In the area of love relationships, of course, but in the areas that are seemingly sourced from outside of you, such as the garden, the growing of the food, the choices of what to eat, even the belief that you must take care of the body in certain ways. All of this simply I ask you to remember to take one moment and to pause, to open your heart, to reestablish the remembrance, the connection to the real flow of life, and to send forth a prayer of gratitude that I am your source. For example, that I am your food, that I am your energy, that I am your warmth, your ability to take care of the circle of your life, of your environment. All this comes from within, bursting through the heart as the energy of love, and the results of our communion are then manifest in the symbols of the world and the life that you are living here. In these times of powerful change, the greatest shift of all, this remembrance that you can look to me for everything, the love that you are sustains you. The more deeply that you feel this, and that you believe on the feeling level, on the level of resonance that life comes forth from me, that you are fully created in limitless glory in the eternal now moment, that you can embrace this perfection, say yes to it, say yes to life in ways the mind cannot imagine, then trust your heart to make manifest this love, this life force, this joy in the experience of living as every moment of your experience in the world. As you connect to me as a source of everything, you are more easily freed from the consensual dream of life outside of you. This doesn't mean there is no call to action, that you don't need or want to eat food. All those can change. It means that when you make the choice, there is a moment of remembrance before you move that reestablishes the actual flow of real life, of its establishment as the beautiful expression of God you are, here and now. And then, once you feel this remembrance, and once there is a song within your heart that knows you are perfectly supported, then make you move. Buy your food, make your juice, imbibe in the symbols of creation as they show up as your world. If as yet some of these symbols are imperfect and are still holding the resonance of duality, first allow the living spirit to inform you of the gift of service in the experience you are living. Then reaffirm this life in your connection to me as the source, your ability to be this explosion of love. Feel your heart as this magnificent sun that pulses forth the energies of God, I am, which you live and name and make yours. Hold that feeling state of divine communion as you go forth, and through the heart, connect with everything, establishing real communication with the energies of love that become your world as you keep looking upward, raising your vibration until that which you see is the truth of who you are. So, beloved ones, at this moment it is like strata. The energies of the new world are high and clear. The energies of the old world are more muddled, confused. They are still tied to the old way of seeing things. Your work, if you will, is to keep holding to the world of love and is sourced from God and flows forth through your heart to be made manifest as a world of life and health and abundance of body, of love, of relationship, joy, abundance, work, service, all of it. It is first brought forth in you, manifested in the symbols of your changing world, and then honored, beloved ones. And this is so important. Honored as the expression of the love that you are, embraced in communion by your heart and celebrated. That you might now become a conscious participant in life is the goal. This now is the vision that resonates with you. Trusting this life, this love I am, as sufficient for your every need will bring to you your ability to live as the heart of God. Open, available, and infinitely free right here while expressing as a human being. As your heart opens, the world changes. Relating to this world consciously is important. This means relating to your own heart, that you might stop and remember and honor life and all of its gifts, that love may be manifest as the world. The world of love is brought forth right now through this moment of remembrance and communion, through seeing the source within your heart and clinging to it, allowing me to keep feeding you freedom. In this time, you are powerful creators. In this time, your heart's beliefs will be made manifest, consciously ameliorated by love, as long as you acknowledge your heart and live from the inside outward. Now I have said to you that everything you see is simply a veneer painted on the world of love, the reflection of the heart's belief in separation from your whole and perfect good. This is the truth, and the circle does go both ways. You can make this connection with the truth of life, with the source of love by moving through the illusion, by taking what you see as the world and not believing it, and using your heart to see the truth and to move right through the illusion. This brings you, beloved ones, to the same place. But because we are healing duality, because it is time to end the belief in separation from me, from love, from the glory of the life you are, it is important to now recognize the source within you and your open heart as the powerful conduit for releasing into the world the true activity of love, vibrant, alive, full of joy. This will allow you to focus your world, to be the acknowledgement that the love within you becomes the world you see, and that I am always supporting you. I am the fulfillment of every need. The more you feel this, the more amazing your life will be, with things that you need showing up in an instant in absolutely amazing ways. So look to me when you open your eyes in the morning before you think about what must be done for the day. Before you think about the weather or what you'll be wearing, return to your heart and bathe in me until you remember that every good and all that you need is supplied. And through your heart, even the weather changes and abundance will seem to drop from the sky or show up in ways you can't foresee. Even in the simple things, remember that your life comes forth from me. As the moment of creation birthed anew the wholeness of love as the hologram. Feel the resonance of this truth. Then step forth and let your day begin. And don't be surprised at the way love comes before you and brings you new ways to celebrate this wholeness. And to remember that I am your supply, and that your heart is the conduit for your world. Thus what you are guided to do will be supported from the highest resonance, and what you feel will be the communion of love on every level. In every area of your life, until every breath is a celebration of acknowledgement, and every moment is a prayer of gratitude, when the new world shows up unimpeded, and you live every moment through the heart. Amen.